Good morning, everyone. I thought I'll quickly share a few ideas that we can engage, irrespective of whether you are a digital marketer, whether you're an organization running a digital marketing campaign, or a digital agency which is running multiple campaigns for different industries across countries. So, some quick ideas and strategies which will help you to integrate the right set of tools, right set of processes, and the right approach to get started on your social media or digital marketing ROI based campaigns. So the first thing that I would always like to share is that establish what are your important metrics, establish what are your goals that really matter for your brand and business. So when I say establish your metrics, what I mean is understand that if my current campaign is going to be focusing on generating brand reach, brand awareness, then my goal is not sales. Yeah. What I mean to say is each tool and strategy that you implement using a digital marketing or a social media tool or process has a different specific type of goal that it can connect to, that it basically relates with. For example, objective using, let's say, a Facebook ad campaign objective, there are different sets. So there is awareness stage, there is consideration stage. So let's say you are at the awareness stage where your focus is brand reach, brand buzz, people talking about your brand. So at that point of time, the strategy that you use cannot be to increase sales. Yeah. So the idea has to be very clear. So if you're planning on something which is very purely to increase leads, inquiries, sales, then your call to action, your content, your entire strategy should be based on that. So establishing the right set of metrics of what I want to achieve, what are my specific goals, what is the timeline in which I'm planning to achieve the same, what is the tools and strategies that I'm going to use to achieve that particular campaign is very important. So at this point of time, you need to be very clear about the specific metric. So let's take, for example, like I always say, instead of saying I want increase in footfalls, say I want increase in 20% footfalls as compared to the previous quarter. I want increase in 15% sales in the next 1 month as compared to the previous 3 months. Yeah. And I'm going to use these specific strategies to achieve that particular metrics. So what happens is when you're able to put that down on a piece of paper, it becomes more realistic. Yeah. Just to give you an example, let's say as an organization, you're planning a digital marketing campaign and you say, I want to increase sales by 60% in the next 2 months. Whether that is realistic, so that will depend on what is your past performance. Let's say on an average as an organization, whether you have used digital or not. Yeah, your organization has increased in sales on a quarterly basis by, let's say, 15%. So having 60% as a new goal is completely unrealistic. Yeah, so maybe you can keep it as 15% because you're implementing a new digital strategy and see whether digital also can deliver that kind of a result for you, or you can be a little go over the board and say maybe I want to try and push it to 20-25% because digital has that power today, which we all are aware of. So that kind of metrics need to be very clear about, so that you are quite confident in the kind of strategy that you're doing, and you can keep constantly measuring to see what is working and what is not. Second is researching your the kind of demographics that you're targeting. So once, let's say, I'm clear that I want to achieve XYZ results, I can be very specific and understand that these are the people I'm trying to target. So here always there is a general understanding that everybody is on Facebook, everybody is on XYZ site. Yeah, but the question is how many of those people are going to be able to buy your product? How many of those people are going to be interested in your kind of service that you're providing? Okay, so that also matters a lot when it comes to understanding your target audiences. So just because everybody is on a particular platform doesn't mean they are the right target audiences. Second thing is, they might be on that platform, they might even be your right target audiences, but at that point of time what you need to keep in mind is, will that prospect or future customer be comfortable engaging with me on that public platform? So like I say, let's say health wellness, somebody who is into providing services for mental health wellness, psychiatric counseling or depression kind of so somebody who is into that kind of health wellness services, they cannot expect a prospect or a future customer to write to them on a public platform, let's say on Twitter or Facebook, and say, I'm suffering from XYZ problem, or somebody I know is suffering and I would like to use your services. Yeah. And similarly for finance, anything which requires somebody to invest money or trust in something like that, here again people are very skeptical in sharing information on a public platform. So in these cases, your target audiences are right there. They have seen your options, they have seen the services, and they are interested in your product. But that public platform might not be the right way to reach out. So in that case, you can opt out for things like, you can suggest to them that you can reach out to us privately by using Facebook Messenger service, Twitter direct messenger service, direct messaging inbox. You can use this as a subscribe email option, and we'll reach out to you. Or you can click this option and you can directly reach out to us on phone. So you give them private options or secure options to reach out and communicate or converse with you, so that they are also comfortable. Second is, you need to understand what kind of social media engagement is happening with respect to your industry in your country and your demographics. This, what I'm talking about, is your competitor analysis on social media platforms. So you need to know that whoever are your competitors, maybe your top 5 competitors, what are they doing on social media platforms? Where are they active the most? Yeah, because that will also give you an idea of reaching out to the right target audiences, or even competitors, prospects, or customers at that point of time. And that also helps you to create a strategy which is much more clear, much more focused. The next part I would discuss is theme. So let's say when I'm talking about a theme, I'm talking about 3 different aspects here. One is the theme with respect to the how visuals are presented, whether is it in sync with your corporate communication style of your website, whether your brochures, whether the font style is matching, whether your current theme and color scheme is matching, because there needs to be uniformity irrespective of which platform you're using, whether you're using it in digital, whether you're using it in offline. There needs to be consistency in the kind of color, branding, strategy, and theme. The second type of theme that I can discuss here is purely in terms of the content. So the language that you use. Yeah. So certain times you have seen certain brands go overboard just to sound cool because they are on social media platforms. So don't go overboard. There is no need to go beyond what your usual style of communicating is. In fact, it's always advisable to be who you are, because in digital it becomes very obvious, and it's quite visible. So be who you are, and at the same time make it comfortable for people to engage with you. That's the second part when I talk about theme. The kind of language that you use, make sure it is in sync with your corporate communication tone. And the third type of theme that I would like to talk about is very simple. The kind of response that you expect from users. So let's say you are targeting a young group of audiences. Generally speaking, they are restless in nature. They expect responses quite fast. Yeah. So you can't say that they have inquired with me, maybe a younger generation of audiences, and I'll respond to them maybe after 2 or 3 days. In digital world, not responding to somebody in a period of 8 to 16 hours is almost like stretching out a 1 week delay in response, especially with a younger group of audiences. So make sure that you are able to connect in terms of the theme, in terms of responding, reciprocating, and giving feedback to users' queries or any issues that they are facing with your brand or anything of that sort. Second thing is, the moment they respond to you, they write to you, it can be only 2 things, right? Either they can give you a positive feedback about your brand, product, or experiences, or maybe a negative feedback. Now, it's generally believed that 90% of the users, if they have a bad experience, majority of them end up venting it out on social media platforms, because it's that easy. They can tag the CEO of the company, they can tag the brand managers or anybody on the public platform and just mention whatever they have had a bad experience. Now, the way of looking at it is never block or ignore such users. Yeah, especially if they are genuine concerns and genuine complaints. The best way to reach out to them is immediately connect with them and find out what is troubling them or what has gone wrong. Because in the long run, what we have actually seen, and we have done it for a lot of our clients, is if you are able to reach out to an irate customer at the right point of time, they become your brand loyal customers for the rest of your life. They become brand ambassadors for you. Yeah, so it's a very powerful way to engage, use social media to connect with audiences and convert to them by telling them honestly that we are here to listen. Yeah, for you. And if there is somebody who has given you praises or somebody who's given you positive feedback, always reciprocate with a simple thank you or maybe a retweet or a share or a mention. It goes a long way as a social media, whether you're a brand or a digital marketer or an organization. Yeah. And quickly speaking, in terms of platforms, so generally it's always a concern, which social media platform should I be in? Yeah. Unfortunately, majority of organizations start their digital marketing campaign with this question: which social media platform should I be in? So the concern here is not which social media platform, because the moment you know what are your goals, moment you know who are your target audiences, moment you know the corporate communication style and content and theme, your platform becomes quite visible. Because the moment the first 3-4 points are clear, you know that, okay, if these are the kind of responses that I need to create, this is the kind of theme that I need to generate, this is the kind of target audiences that I'm looking for, this is the kind of goals that I want to I'm expecting to deliver from my digital campaign, then obviously I need to be on XYZ platform. That becomes much more clear. So that should not be a first question. Which platform should always be question number 3 or 4 after the rest of the questions are responded to. Finally, I would say that at any given point of time, never waste your digital campaign strategy assuming that I have set a particular campaign and it's going to go on forever. Yeah, always ensure that you are giving plenty of room to make it flexible. Give people and users enough room to make changes to it at any point of time. Let's say a simple would be deal or an offer. You have given an offer or a discount deal or something of that sort, and you are clearly seeing that that's not working. So your digital campaign or social media strategy should have enough room to add multiple schemes or discounts or deals or offers that will engage with the audiences in the right way. And at any point of time, if you see something is working, make further improvisations. If something is not, stop using it and invest your time and resource in different goals and strategies that you're using. So at any given point of time, irrespective of how big an organization you are or how small, you might be a startup, you might be a company which is Fortune 500 company, you always have room for improvement, especially in a digital platform, because it's in real time and it's always engaging. Yeah. So I thought I'll share these quick idea strategies which will be helpful for you, irrespective of which brand, industry, or organization or country that you're working with as a social media or a digital marketing campaign. I hope you find this useful, and you're always feel free to reach me for any queries. You can also connect with me at www.ananthv.com. Yeah, I hope you have a great day ahead. Take care.